back to another video. So today we will be doing something new here on the channel I've never done before. If you've been keeping up the channel for a little while now, I've been trying to make this video happen for a while, and I feel like I finally have enough for me to make a video about it. So today we're going to be doing Godzilla hot takes, okay? So I went into YouTube on my channel and I asked, hey, I'm looking for some hot takes about Godzilla. If y'all could just let me know what yours are, you'll be featured in an upcoming video of mine. So I would like to try and make this a new series on the channel. So anybody who's watching this, if you can just go down in the comments right now and type up a Godzilla hot take of your own, that would be greatly appreciated, and you will most likely be featured in a video within the next month. So let's get straight into it, because I'm actually really excited. I got some pretty good ones here. So first up, coming from Ethan Doyle 4978, he says, here's mine. Godzilla 98 is overhated and underrated. The series and film are both amazing and deserves to have a comeback, whether in its own series or part of the MonsterVerse. So I like this one. I do think that 98 is overhated. I don't necessarily believe that they're amazing films or by any means. Same with the series. I mean, I think the series is alright, and I think the film is okay, but they are definitely not, these terrible movies that people say they are. It's not a great interpretation of Godzilla, and I'd be perfectly okay with him showing up in the MonsterVerse if he is portrayed as Zilla, not as Godzilla. I mean, 98 Godzilla is not Godzilla. I think we can all agree there. Maybe if we got one more like what we got in the series, then, I mean, if he came back as a Godzilla, then okay, I guess. But in the MonsterVerse, I don't see how, if he's considered Godzilla, he could match the strength of the Godzilla we have in the MonsterVerse. So I think he definitely have to remain as Zilla. But other than that, yes, this is a good take. I mean, it's definitely underrated and overhated. As for both being amazing, I don't necessarily agree with, but I'd be okay with it coming back and being in the MonsterVerse as long as it's a Zilla. Alright, and the next one we got here is from Fishhips 9775. Mine is that Shin Godzilla ain't that bad. It has a dark story and a different design, but it's still good. I don't understand why people don't like it. I mean, I don't feel like I see a lot of hate on Shin Godzilla. I mean, I think there's a minority that don't like it, and I mean, obviously everyone's allowed their own opinions. I do think that Shin Godzilla is not a perfect movie. I love it. It's in one of my in my top 5 Godzilla movies. But I mean, it's not a perfect movie by any means. I can see why people wouldn't like it. The government stuff with all the sitting in boardrooms, while I'm big on government and I enjoy that topic, a lot of people don't. So I can see why that would be a major turnoff for the movie. So, but yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that, I mean, it is a great dark story and a great different design. I think it's a great movie, but like I said, I mean, I can see why people don't like it. It's not for everybody. Next up, we got Kanapkuba 4072. Sorry if I'm pronouncing any of these wrong. Some of you have some strange usernames, alright? So he was responding, saying he agrees to a previous one. And then he says, Godzilla TriStar is a good movie. So we're back on this again. I mean, yeah, basically everything I already said. I think it's a good movie. It's not like something great or anything. This is not a good representation of Godzilla. I mean, not even having his own his iconic atomic breath is insane to me. So I think that it is a good movie, but it's not a good Godzilla movie. Moving on though, there we go. Something that is not about 98 Godzilla or Shin Godzilla. We got Godzilla's Revenge is good and overhated from J&Z Production Show. Yeah, so no. Sorry, I had to just ponder about it for a second. No, there's no world where Godzilla's Revenge is a good movie, guys. Okay, um, no, just no. Like, can we all agree that Godzilla's Revenge is the worst Godzilla movie ever made? I mean, it's it's terrible. It's just a bunch of like, a movie cannot be good whenever you just reuse a bunch of old scenes from another movie. From other movies. It just can't. It's not a good movie. Um, you might like it, but it's not good by any means, and it definitely has the proper amount of hate. Moving on to the next one, we've got from Zach EP, and this one's a hot take for sure. We've got Shin Godzilla is better than Godzilla minus one. Now, I personally don't agree. I think that minus one is the better film. I do, however, think that Shin Godzilla, the Godzilla himself, is a better Godzilla than Godzilla minus one is. I don't like how Godzilla minus one moves in the film. He has very awkward and like very clunky movement. I feel like, whereas Shin Godzilla, well, it is still clunky, feels more fluid and natural. And Shin Godzilla has that cool thing at the end where things are coming, like humanoid versions of himself are coming off his tail, and that's very cool. It's something to look forward to. Minus one, he's got that crazy regeneration. We see him starting to regenerate at the end of the film. Both of them are great versions of Godzilla. I think minus one is objectively the better movie, but whenever you're talking about straight which Godzilla is better, I think then we get into a bigger conversation here, and I think I would be on Team Shin Godzilla. So moving on to the next one, and the very last hot take for today, is TriStar Godzilla gave us one of the best animated series of all time for the G-Man. And, I mean, there's not a whole lot of competition here. It's Hanna-Barbera, the 98 animated series that you're talking about, and Singular Point. Assuming, when you say series, I'm assuming we're just talking about TV shows. And, I mean, I personally don't agree. I really liked Singular Point. It's one of my favorite things Toho's made about Godzilla. It's one of my favorite representations of Godzilla. So, I'm probably in the minority here, though. I know a lot of people don't like Singular Point, so that's perfectly okay, So I think a lot of people would agree with you that it is the best animated series of all time. Me, however, I do think that my Singular Point is the better animated series. So take with what you will there. I mean, I know that's kind of anime, not anime. Like it's different because like that's America. In America, it's animation, and then like in Japan, it's like anime. It's kind of different. I don't totally know the difference. I just like watching both. So yeah, that is it for today. That is all the hot takes that I have. Like I said, if you want to be featured in an upcoming video like these guys were. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the name. Otaku Talks 1951. So thank you for the hot takes, everyone. Means a lot to me. I'm glad that I could finally get this video out. I've been asking for hot takes over and over again, and as the channel keeps growing, which it's been growing like crazy lately, it's really helped me out, and I finally got these hot takes that I wanted to do. So please, let's keep this series going. Drop some hot takes down in the comments below about Godzilla. It can be anything. It can be about the movies, about the monsters, about the Godzillas themselves. It can be about figures. It can be about anything related to Godzilla. I just want to hear what your all opinions are about it. And yeah, that is it for me today. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.